Eric Butts with SuicideFantasyFootball.com. I figured since we just got to interview the Super Bowl champion, we'd also interview the guy who looks kind of like my twin, and he played, but he didn't finish so well. John Bruno, welcome to SuicideFantasyFootball.com.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so tell me, John, what strategy did you use that didn't work last year?
I was the type of person that would really just go with the best players at first, except my quarterbacks.
So you weren't looking long term into the matchups. You were like, this week, this dude, he's mine.
I was doing that, except with my Peyton Manning's, Tom Brady, top 3 or 4 quarterbacks. I tried to look at their schedule to see exactly who they were playing. Are they playing in Detroit? Are they playing a team where they can throw 4 or 5 touchdowns, 450 yards, and get a lot of points? Other than that, I went with best player, and put him in there and go
see
with
what happens. All right, when did you see? What time through the season? 17 weeks. When were you not looking good?
Week 3. I mean, seriously. I kept the scoring is very, very easy to read. So each week, Monday or Tuesday, I'd come in, I'd look at it, and I'd be like, oof. I'd keep going down and down, and I'm like,
But listen, that's great for me because you put a lineup in every week, partially because you knew you might win the high week of the year and still get $500 bucks.
Yeah, I did everything through, all the way up until the end. But realistically, I never gave up, but I think I was out of it pretty early.
What will you do different this year?
I'm going to put a little bit more thought process into it. To be totally honest with you, I'm going to look at really trying to do matchups. Do matchups to figure out who's playing who, and try to utilize my good players and try to.
So what you're saying is this year you're actually going to have a strategy instead of last year. It sounds like what you did is went, this guy looks good.
Well, it was my first year, so
listen, that's cool. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you back. And I'm hoping that me and my twin are in Indianapolis this year hanging out at the Super Bowl.
You know what? I will. I think it's safe to say that I'm definitely going to probably finish in the top 2 or 3. I have a feeling I'll have a good year. I'm going to study it, and it's going to work out well.
So what you're really saying is you're going to try and look at Prizzy's computer and see who he picked and pick them too.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
All right, well, really glad to have you. By the way, we're adding some things to the site this year that are going to make it way easier for you to look at those matchups. When you hover over someone's name, you'll be able to see all 17 weeks and who they match up against. So right there, you can go, do I use Peyton Manning? No, wait, he's home against the Browns in Week 12. I'm going to save him. I'm going to
save him. Oh, that would be awesome.
Well, like I said, John, glad to have you. Hope to have you back this year.
Thanks
again
for
being a part of Suicide Fantasy Football.
See you soon.